Okay, so I was going to do a video on the proof of the quadratic formula, but I can't do it without first giving y'all a video on completing the square. You know, I got to be real formal about mine. Square is my favorite shape. You see, my chest is square. I'm like SpongeBob SquarePants. Sherlock Holmes, baby. So anyway, completing the square, right? Let's say we have something like x squared plus 6x plus 9. Right? Now, we all know how to factor. So we're going to get an x here, an x here. Now we got to think of two numbers that multiply together to get 9 and add together to get 6. This time they happen to be the same number. And that number is, of course, 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 plus 3 is 6. Right? So when we multiply this out, right, we get this answer. Now, this we can write in a different form as x plus 3 squared. Right? Now, in this completing the square, right, we're going to have something like where we don't have this 9 already, but we still want to get down to an answer like this. So usually, we know that this middle term here, right, if we take that over 2, right, because we know we add this number and this number to get this number, and we know that that's the same number. If we take this over 2, then we can have this number. And if we square this number, it will give us our 9. So I'll show you an example. I'll use different numbers. So let's say we have an equation, x squared plus 4x plus 7 is equal to 0. I just made this up off the top of my head. I don't even know if it'll really work, right? It doesn't really matter because we're still going to get it done, right? So, like I said, we're going to take this middle term here, right? And we're going to divide it by 2. So first, let's draw a parentheses. We're going to get our x here. And we're going to get an x here, right? This middle term, we divide it by 2, right? And it's positive, so let's just add it. Plus 2, because 4 over 2 is 2. So if we were to write out this statement right here, matter of fact, I should do this in a different color, because this is separate right now. Right? This is separate right now. Right? So this goes down here. So if we were to draw out this whole equation, we would get an x squared plus 4x, right, plus 4. Let me run that back. You want to see how I did that so quickly? I foiled. First I did. So if we were to write out this equation, right, we're going to have to FOIL. So we're going to get first, F, FOIL, first 2, we get x squared, outer, x times 2, 2x, inner, plus another 2x, in the outer, plus 4. right? Now let's combine these two here. X squared plus 4x plus 4. See, now our equation here looks similar to this. But in order to get this, we need to add a 4 to the rest of this, right? But to add a 4, you know, with regular equations, right? Say if I wanted to add 4 to this side, then I know that I have to add 4 to the other side, because equations are like seesaws. Well, seesaws that are perfect, that have blocks under them, because equations are even. This is an equation. This is the equal sign. The equation must stay balanced. For whatever weight you have over here, it must have the same weight. It's easier if you just think about it. It's the square underneath. Gotta keep my square. Stay level, baby. Don't stay at the same level though. Keep rising levels. But stay balanced. Feel me? Alright. So on this side, we're gonna get x squared plus 4x plus 4 plus 7 is equal to 4. Now we have our binomial equation here, which we can simply factor, which we already said is x plus 2 squared, right? And now all we have left is this 7 here and equal to 4. So now we can subtract this 7, right? And we get x plus 2 squared. Can y'all see that? Is equal to 4 minus 7 is negative 3, right? Now, we can solve for x here, but we're going to get something weird because blah, blah, blah. I know I'm going to take the square root of a negative. That really doesn't matter here. What I wanted to show you was how to complete the square, right? So, imagine this was a negative 7. Nah, I ain't going to do all that. That's completing the square. If you don't know how to solve it from there, that's a whole different video. Your teacher should have showed you that. Straight up. And if they haven't, then ask them to. Don't be scared to ask questions. Straight up. Ask a million questions. I ask questions all the time. Questions upon questions upon questions upon questions. It's the questions, y'all. Come on. It's the questions. All right, I'm done.